Hi, I'm back again. Today we're going to discuss area and perimeter. Okay, perimeter is the distance around the outside of the figure, whether it is a square, a rectangle, a circle, or some other figure. The units are always to the first power, such as feet, centimeters, and inches. I hope you're pausing and taking notes. Okay? Area is when you want to find out how many square units will fit inside a figure. The units are to the second power because it is a two-dimensional figure. Okay? Unlike perimeter, which is a linear function, area is a two-dimensional item. Okay? So pause and take these notes. Oh, I forgot. Area, the units are to the second power because it is a two-dimensional figure. Have you gotten these notes? Okay. Now, there are lots of formulas that we're going to be talking about in this unit. Okay? Perimeter is represented by a P. Area is represented by an A. Okay, so we've got a square. Perimeter is 4S. S represents the length of one side. Area is S to the second power. You see it's got that 2 up there? That kind of gives us an idea that it's an area. We've got a rectangle. Perimeter is 2 times the quantity of the length plus the width. Remember, on a rectangle, L represents the longest side of the figure. W is the width. Okay? L is the length, W is the width. The area is length times width. On a circle, circumference is the same as the perimeter, but we don't call it perimeter on a circle. We call it circumference. Our formulas are pi times d, and we're going to use 3.14 for pi. D is diameter, the distance across the entire circle. We have another formula for circumference, which is 2 times pi times r. R is a radius. R is half the distance across the circle. It's from the center point of the circle to a point on the outside of the circle. It is half of the diameter. Okay? 2 radiuses make up 1 diameter. The formulas are the same. Area is pi times radius to the second power. Okay? Now we've got a triangle. There really is no formula for the perimeter of a triangle. All you do is add up the 3 sides' lengths. Okay? On area, we've got base times height, which is represented by BH, base times height, divided by 2. Okay, let's move on. We've got trapezoid. A trapezoid is a 4-sided figure. You'll know what it looks like when you get there because we've got examples coming up. So all you do is add the 4 sides outside to get the perimeter. Area of the trapezoid is the base 1 plus base 2 divided, or times, base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Okay, I hope you've gotten these. If not, you need to press pause and move on in a few minutes. Oh, by the way, I need to tell you, the formulas are on here. Okay? Up at the top, we've got circumference. It's also a C. These formulas in the middle right here are area. And they have A equals and C equals just like mine. So use your formula chart. Okay, so we've got some examples now to help us work this out. Oops. Okay, examples of perimeter. Here we go. What shape is this? Good. It is a rectangle. Every time you want to write out the formula, I got to erase a little bit, so write out the formula. In this case, it's P equals 2, length plus W. Next is to plug the numbers in that you're going to use. Okay, what did I say L was? Good. It's the length, and then in this example, 4 is the longest side, so I'm going to put 4 plus 3. And now we're going to use order of operation to solve this problem. Okay, so I have to do the parentheses first. 4 plus 3 gives me 7. 2 times 7 is 14. No naked numbers. It has to have a unit. Okay? My unit is inches. And remember, because this is perimeter, it is to the first power. It is understood that if there is no power, it is to the first power. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Now I've got a circle. C equals 2 times pi times r, or C equals pi d. Okay, in my circle, what am I given? Am I given the distance across the entire circle, or am I given the distance from the center to the outside? You're right, I'm given the total distance across the from side to side, so that is the diameter. So I'm going to use pi d. Could I have used the other one? Yes. Okay, so here we go. We wrote the formula. We're going to put in 3 and 1400ths times 6. Pi times d. I'm going to do my math on the outside. I'm not going to do it in the middle of my problem. And my answer is 18 and 8400 centimeters. Please pause and make sure that you've got all this information. Great. Let's move on. Okay. Uh-oh. It's getting kind of rubbed off. Here we go. Examples of area. Now, the first one I have is a triangle. I've got a triangle with sides of 2, 3, and 4. And this dotted line that comes to a perpendicular, a right angle to the base is called the height. Okay, wherever you see a line that is dotted and it comes down perpendicular at a 90-degree angle, this is the base and that would be the height. Okay, my formula, again, you're going to write out the formula every single time. Area equals BH divided by 2. Plug in the numbers. The base is 4. The height is 4. 4 times 4 divided by 2. Use order of operation. 16 divided by 2 gives me 8 square inches. Look, it's area. My unit has to be squared because I'm going to find out how many squares will fit inside. This is said 8 inches to the second power or 8 inches squared. It means the same thing. Okay, I've got another circle. Uh-oh. Okay. My formula is A equals pi r squared. Here they give me the diameter. Oh gosh, what am I going to do? I have to divide it by 2 to get the radius because my formula calls for radius. That's what that r stands for. So I have pi r squared 3.14 times 3 squared. Okay? I'm going to use order of operation. Are there parentheses? No. Are there exponents? Yes, I have to do my exponents. 3 squared is 3 times 3. Remember, it's not 3 times 2. Nope, nope. 3 times 3, which is 9. Multiply 3 and 1400ths times 9, and you get 28 and 2600ths centimeters squared. Remember, no naked numbers, and make sure you have the right unit. Okay? Pause, get these examples written down. You'll be responsible for them tomorrow in class. Ready? All right, here we go. Okay, here's some more examples of area. This is a trapezoid. I know you know what it looked like when you got here. Okay, on a trapezoid, we've got 4 sides. We've got a 3-inch side, another 3-inch side, a side that's 2, and a side that's 5. My formula calls for base 1 to be added to base 2. I can tell you the bases are parallel. The bases will never touch each other. So what are the bases on this figure? Awesome. They are the 2 and the 5. So I'm going to add 2 plus 5. My height, remember, is a perpendicular line that comes down to the base. So my height is 4, and I'm going to divide by 2. So using order of operation, I'm going to add the parentheses. 2 plus 5 gives me 7. 7 times the 4, which is the height, divided by 2. So I end up with 28 divided by 2, which is 14 square inches, or 14 inches to the second power. Okay, my last example. I've got a square. How do I know it's a square? Well, I've got these little hash marks right here. And those mean that all the sides are the same. And one of the properties of a square is that all sides are equal. Okay, so now I've got A equals S squared. Remember, S stands for the length of a side. So I've got 6 squared, which is 6 times 6 using order of operation, and it gives me 36 square feet. Hope you took good notes. I will see you in class on Thursday. Be ready with these notes and be ready to work. Have an awesome evening. Bye-bye.